crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. That's right. War crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. You know, we've got legislation in place now. You can't do that anymore. But somebody forgot to tell the public servants. Somebody forgot to tell the AFP. Somebody forgot to tell the Prime Minister in Cabinet Office. Somebody forgot to tell Defence. So what do? Instead of prosecuting the people that actually do the crimes, you prosecute the whistleblowers. The people expose it. Well done. Congratulations. Gold star. Well, you think the spying case is over and done with? Think again. We're not convinced that your mate Alexander Downer didn't get some type of benefit from the spying and Woodside consultancy. We're not convinced that that didn't happen. And we're going to be calling for Royal Commission and all these things. I'm going to keep calling for them until something happens, because we're sick and tired of the corruption. My grandfather fought in Gallipoli and the Western Front, and he was gassed. He didn't come back to Australia, suffered for years mental health issues, and died, so you can screw up the place by acting corruptly. You can tell Andrew G that I'll be protesting outside his office again shortly, because now COVID-19 restrictions are lifted, we can now travel, have a holiday. Well, my holiday's coming to Canberra and telling the truth, something you can't handle. I wonder how you get on with your children and your wife. Do you tell them you follow Jesus and your Christian values, and then you go to work and do the totally the opposite? How does that reconcile with Will? I don't understand. Maybe you can explain it to me. Come here and have a coffee. I'm happy to chat. Won't bite. Respect. We want respect back into our parliament. We want respect back into our politicians. We want to be able to respect them. Respect the laws of this country, and respect our children and our grandchildren's future. Not lies, cover-ups, corruption, and then blame somebody else. I appreciate the time that politicians take to write to me and the AFP and various other people, because if you get enough letters from different people, they don't cross up or cross-check people, they spill the beans, and you put two and two together. It's always nice to come to Canberra in the morning and get a bit of fresh air. Although I think there's a bit too much hot air in government at the present time. You need to expel a bit. You do. You need to expel a bit and start going back to the basics. Open, honest, responsible democracy on the Commonwealth of Australia. And the Australian public's got some questions to ask why an indicted war criminal, ex-General Ranto, butcher of East Timor, and the Biak Island massacre, the 6th of July 1998, was allowed into Australia. Strong border protection. You're joking, aren't you? You look up refugees, yet you let war criminals into the country. That's a good one. Well done. I'm sure everyone's happy about that one when they find out. Have you ever spoken to a rape victim? A victim of torture? I doubt it very much. Oh, hang on, yes you have. You have. You and your mate, Jason Clare. You went to PNG. You went to the refugee camps, the West Papuan refugee camps. You told them to lie. You said you'd get them resettled in Australia. Well, load of bullshit. Another porcupine. Why the world's a mess today is because governments fail to live up to what they're supposed to do. Uphold the laws. Hold international charters. International law. That's why the world is in such a mess today, is because people don't do what they're supposed to do. Go and read up on the war crimes trials. Nuremberg, Tokyo. And see what the Indonesians are doing today in West Papua. What they did in East Timor. Not much different. We're in a mess with China because people just sucked up to them for years. What a mess we're in. They want a war, that's what they want. And they're probably going to get it shortly. Don't worry. Some people have holidays and go off and do things, and some people have hobbies. My hobbies is this. I've got about 20 or 30 years left in me, so what a great time we're going to have together. And there's no point in changing the deck chairs in the Titanic either. You know, that little trick you pull when people want to find out under freedom information, you just move the ministers around and the information dies. The application dies. No point in sending people like Brandis over to the UK to get out of the way because we're going to keep up his pressure until he tells the truth. We've got evidence, don't worry. He's put it on the public record. What a fool. Brandis, that's right. Good QC he is. He tried to stop under public interest certificates access to war crimes or Indonesia. Well done. Well, guess what? If you haven't heard the High Court decisions lately, be afraid. Because you can't cover up anything nowadays under national interest. National interest doesn't cover war crimes or criminal activity. It's okay. The more research I do and the more questions I don't get answered, the more I find out. The more I tell the world and the Australian people, the Democratic Labor Party is really not happy with you. I doubt a few other people are either. When Alan's supporting the major parties in relation to corruption, doesn't matter what side of the fence they're on, we'll stand up for truth and justice every time. And you can sprout off at the media, the big picture. Yeah, we know the big picture. Lies, cover-ups and misinformation. That's the big picture. When I was growing up, I had respect for politicians, ministers, prime ministers, police, and that's what I was taught. And I want to restore that respect, but I can't do that when you people are running around, running amok, and doing everything you shouldn't be doing. So you need to change your attitude. Good time, good cultural change required in government. It's called open, honest, responsible government and democracy. I commend it to you. I didn't sleep very well last night, and there's a reason for that. Is because I keep getting reports from West Papua how the Indonesian military and police are raping women, torturing suspects, murdering suspects, and if you happen to be black, bad luck. They call them monkeys, you know. That's right. The Indonesian military call the West Papuans monkeys. They really care about the people. Well, we're sick and tired of giving them aid money to them while they're slaughtering people. We're sick and tired of it. Scott? We're sick of it. Stop it. Stop it now. Stop all the foreign aid to Indonesia. Stop it. Stop it now!